Emily from Opera Tots, and today we're going to play a game that just takes your body and a lot of space. Oh, and your imagination. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to find a bit of open space and start walking around like you normally do. What do you notice about the way you walk? Do you walk fast or slow, graceful, clumsy? Is it even, or do you trip a little bit when you walk? Don't judge. Just notice the way that you walk. Now, as you're walking your nice peaceful walk, I want you to imagine that all of a sudden there's a thunderstorm. How would you act differently in a thunderstorm? Would you start to run so you don't get wet? Would you cover your head to avoid getting rain all over your head? Would you curl up in a little ball in the corner because you're afraid of thunder? What would be different about walking in a thunderstorm? Now, imagine it's a really windy day. The wind is so strong that you have to push against it to walk. Maybe it blows you back a little bit and then it blows you forward again. Maybe it takes a piece of paper out of your hand or out of your pocket and you have to go chase it to catch it back. Oh, now the wind has stopped and it's a beautiful sunny day. How would you act in a beautiful sunny day? Would you stretch out your arms? Enjoy the sunlight. Maybe lay on your back, close your eyes. And if you were on your back, get up again and start walking normally. Just your regular walk that we started at the beginning. And now I want you to imagine that you are a clumsy clown. So you're walking, but you trip every once in a while and it's a little bit off balance. And it's a little silly and a little funny, but it's also very, very serious because you're trying to walk in a straight line, but then you keep tripping. And now imagine that you are the most graceful ballerina. Maybe you walk on your tiptoes and you make sure that every part of your body is nice and graceful, your hands, your feet, everything. And maybe you move a little bit slower as the ballerina than you did as the clown. Now I want you to imagine that you're walking and you're really tired. Oh, I'm so sleepy. You can barely keep your eyes open as you're walking. Your head maybe droops a little bit. And you walk slower and slower and slower. And now I want you to imagine you're really angry. How would you walk when you're angry? Maybe your whole body gets a little tenser and you make a meaner expression. Put your eyebrows together and you walk a little faster now because you're angry and you want people to know that you're not happy. I know you're sad. Do you walk fast or slow when you're sad? What does your face do that's a little bit different when you're walking? How do you observe everything around you when you're walking in your sad state of mind? Now I want you to imagine that you're swimming underwater. What does it feel like to swim underwater? Can you move as fast as when you were just walking normally? Maybe your limbs are moving a little slower and you need to use both your arms and legs to go forward. Do you see anything else underwater? Do you see any friends or fish? If you do, wave hello. But underwater, it's a slower wave. Now imagine that you are royalty. You are a king or a queen. And so you walk very tall with your head held up high and your shoulders back. Perhaps you could bow or curtsy. And now you're scared. So you keep checking behind your shoulder, and maybe you're walking a little faster now because you're worried about something behind you. And now imagine that you're no longer scared because you're a ninja. And so you're being very sneaky. Maybe you duck into corners and then come back up again. And now you're an evil witch. So what would you do? Maybe making potions. Maybe you could be Jesse Baba. And you're making the potion for Rusalka. What would you add into that? You would add some of this, some of that, some of this, that. And then maybe smell it. Does it smell good or bad? I don't know. It's up to you. And now drop everything, wiggle your body, and start walking normally again. All right, and now stop. What was your favorite? Did you have a favorite? Sometimes it can be pretty hard to choose. But all of the different characters we walked through today were to help us realize that when we play a character, it's important that we not only memorize all the songs that the characters sing, but it's also important to know how they move in their body, because the way we walk in our body is us. With the way I walk is the way Emily walks. But when I play a character on stage, I need to figure out how that character would walk, which is different from the way I walk. So that's why we went through and explored a bunch of different ways to walk today, related to emotions and different positions and weather and all sorts of things like that. And so I encourage you all to try to imagine some more different ways you can move your body. Have a wonderful day. Bye.